Hello guys, this is Orof and a warm welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're gonna take a look at the new Demon Hunter essences that are coming out, and I have to say that these essences looks very promising. It all depends a little bit on how they're gonna work, but if they work as I believe they will, this might give birth to an entire new archetype for Demon Hunters that looks super strong. And at the end of this video, I'm also gonna try to craft a build that you can try when these essences comes out. But first, let's look at the essences one by one. And the first essence we're gonna look at is the new main hand, and it's called Fang Spitter. And what it says is that multi-shot now empowers your primary attacks to fire multi-shots for a short time. And this essence is of course similar to some other essences that Demon Hunter has in their arsenal. And the primary attack archetype has been very popular among Demon Hunters for a long time. In my personal view, this build has fallen off quite a bit over the last patches, but it's still very popular, and this new essence will allow even more power to those who enjoy this archetype. But what is even more important is how these essences might interact with the new offhand. So let's talk about that one. The new offhand is called Pain Sower, and what it says is that Strafe now fires your primary attacks focused on the nearest enemy. So if this works, as I believe it will, if you think about it, the primary attack archetype today utilizes certain skills that interacts with the primary attack when you have certain essences. And if these interactions also work with this new Strafe, it will be like the primary archetype on steroids, because the Strafe will fire primary attacks a lot faster than the normal primary attack. At least I believe it will. And if that's the case, this might be super strong and interesting. So one of the most exciting essences coming out in this patch. The next slot we're going to look at is the Raptor's Beak, which is the helmet slot. And what it says is that multi-shot also increases your damage for 3 seconds. We cannot see here how big this damage buff will be, but I believe that this might be an option for this new archetype, because any buff is of course good because it increases your damage. There are also some other options here that interacts with multi-shot. So yeah, we have to see how strong this buff is, but I believe it might go into this new build that I'm proposing at the end of this video. The next slot we're going to look at is the new chest piece, and it's called Sinful Vigor. And what it says is that primary attacks restore 1.5% of Strafe's energy. And this one looks very interesting. We have to find out how it works. But if you're using Strafe, and every attack of the primary attack will also reload some energy to the Strafe itself, then this essence is super strong. And if it doesn't work that way, maybe we can still use Duplicitous Prophetics. But I'm gonna show you a proposal of my build at the end of the video, like I told you, so let's show that one later. The next essence we're gonna look at is the new Shoulders, and it's called Titan's Snare. And what it says is that Daring Swing now empowers your primary attacks to fire a binding rope that ricochets between enemies, immobilizing them. And boy oh boy, if this one also syncs with the new offhand, then it means that even if the Strafe will focus the primary attacks on the nearest enemy, it will still be an AoE attack, because these primary attacks will ricochet and also immobilize the enemies. So yeah, this looks like a very strong essence as well, and the immobilizing effect will also make it work very well in PvP probably. And finally, the last essence is the new pants essence, and it's called Trampled Hope. And what it says is that Daring Swing also increases your attack speed for 4 seconds. And yeah, this one also looks very good because yeah, when you get higher attack speed, you will also shoot your strafe primary attacks a lot faster. So this looks very, very exciting. And also what this does is, if the strafe works as I believe it will, this will also allow a channeling build to be strong. And this also unlocks new possibilities with certain legendary gems. For example, the new 2-star gem, Tear of the Comet, might work very well with this offhand essence. And also, perhaps the 2-star gem called Iron Bane could also work very well with this offhand. And also, there's a set called Seeds of Sown Gold that has been not used in any type of meta build I know about, at least. But it's possible that this set can also be useful for this new archetype. So what I would suggest is that you use the new main hand, Fang Spitter, you use the new offhand, you use the new helmet, you use maybe the new chest, either that one or Duplicitus Prophetics. It depends a little bit on how this effect will work. And you will also use the new shoulders and the new pants. So this is kind of cool because possibly we can use all the new essences for this archetype. And also I would slot in the Excavator and Hellbinder. And this is also something I forgot to mention, because the Demon Hunter has 2 primary attacks. It has crossbow shot, but it also has explosive shot. And when you use explosive shot, you can't move at the same time. But if you're using strafe to use your explosive shot with this new offhand, you will be able to move as well while you're shooting it. So you will shoot explosions from the strafe with the explosive shot primary attack. And then each time you hit the target with one of these attacks, you will also, thanks to Hellbinder, apply a dot effect. And what's good is also that the first tick of the dot effect happens immediately. So if the strafe essence, the new one here, will fire primary attacks super fast, it also means that you will get the first tick from Hellbinder super fast as well. So yeah, we can't be sure yet how these essences will work exactly, but the potential is huge. So I'm super, super excited to try these out. And of course, when I manage to find these essences, I will also make a video to conclude if my predictions has been correct or not. So yeah, this is the new Demon Hunter essences. And before we say goodbye, I would of course like to wish you a nice day or a nice evening wherever you are. And to all the clan members in Nyx, I would of course also like to say Voruk Nyx, Sholak Sol. So bye bye.
If a boy or if a girl
Subscribe to Oro's channel.
let him take you to his world,
Subscribe to Oro's channel.
the best choice you will ever make.
Subscribe to Oro's channel.
Hit the bell, a piece of cake.
Subscribe to Oro's channel.
Let me tell you one more time. Subscribe to Oro's channel. All the answers you shall find.
Subscribe.